Okay, so we're here and we're actually going to go through this step-by-step process, and you're going to see me do it for the first time. So, all right. So we're going to, this is called seeding. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add
your soil
in
and just
there.
put it at one end.
Okay, and do I, so right in here we have the coarse and the fine.
And we're going to just dump the whole thing, but put the fine all down at that end.
Okay.
And just kind of dump the whole thing over.
Just turn it over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right.
All right. Now smooth it out.
Okay.
Nice and flat.
So I want to make sure this coarse part.
Yeah, actually, let's work this corner here, and we won't even work that side.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's about how deep it should be, right about there.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is crumple up all these pieces.
Get our hands in the dirt.
And then make it nice and smooth.
Okay.
And then we'll take this lettuce seed. Look
How
at the size of that
tiny.
lettuce seed.
Oh my gosh.
Very small.
Wow.
And you just take it, pinch it out with a,
okay.
and then you sprinkle it in.
Sprinkle.
Yeah.
In like a row, or it doesn't matter?
I just sprinkle it randomly.
Okay.
Try to get a little bit of space in between the seeds, because later you'll be pulling them back out when they're little baby plants.
Okay. Just sprinkling. This seems so. It's like I'm not even putting anything on there. They're so tiny.
And that should be plenty. I bet you that's about maybe 60 or 70
wow. Okay.
lettuce seeds that we just put in there. And then, as opposed to if this was other seeds like spinach that likes to be covered, then you would take soil and sprinkle it over the top of it.
Okay.
But instead, we're just going to pat it down with our hands.
Okay. Just patting.
So you're trying to get good contact with the seed to the soil.
Okay. And guys, this seed is so tiny, I cannot even see. It looks all like the same thing, but.
And then after that, you would use your mist head on your hose, and you would just sprinkle it with water.
Okay.
Get the soil really nice and wet. In fact, what I might have done is possibly even wet it beforehand to get it nice and moist, and then re-wet it once you have the seeds in there as well.
Okay, okay.
Now on a larger seed, this is squash seed. A lot of times you'll plant that straight out into the garden.
Okay.
But you can also plant it, seed, and you just fill up your container, stick your finger down in there, make a hole, and just drop it in.
Just drop it in.
And then poke it in with your finger. And then sometimes, just to assure that it's going to come up, I might do a second seed in there.
Okay.
And then you want that covered.
So that one we cover.
Yep. And then you just, again, water it in real good.
Okay.
And
these little containers are called what again?
peat pots.
Peat pots. And this is called a...
That's a flat.
Flat pot. Okay.
Yep. And this is just a plastic pot. The benefit to the peat pot is when that squash grows, you can take this whole pot and plant it in the ground, and it will decompose.
Oh.
So you do not need to take it out of the pot. If you was to grow it in this, you would take it out of the pot and then put it into the ground.
Okay. So once I water this now, I would take this tray and put it on the south or west side of my, in a windowsill within my house.
And you would take this and put it over the top of it.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. And just make sure to water it every couple of days.
Yeah, every couple days, and you'll notice probably 6 to 8 days, the lettuce will start coming up.
Wow, that quickly.
Yeah, that fast. And then in about maybe 2 weeks later, you'll have the second set of leaves, and then you can transplant it on out.
Okay, so this takes just about 2 weeks, and I don't need to fertilize the soil, just watering.
Nope, just water.
Be fine, and then
later you would transplant it into a little bit bigger pot, and then as it grows into there, then you would transplant it out into the garden.
Okay, okay. So after 2 weeks, it'll probably graduate to a bigger pot. And after that, it'll stay in that bigger pot for maybe
3-4 weeks.
Okay, and again, this pot will be indoors in front of the windowsill.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And then your squash will take a similar, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks, and it'll start coming up, and it grows very fast. That's why you want it in a bigger pot. Squash I might even plant in here, and then often I just plant the squash right into the ground because it comes up so fast and grows so quickly.
Okay, okay. And it'll go into a raised bed like what we just saw just a little bit ago. So, well, cool. This was such a great learning experience, Brian. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Guys, go out there and start trying this. This is awesome.